along a time frame. One would have to realize that your historical curve, simplistically said, would look something like this. It's never a straight line. And that, you know, through statistical processes, you can draw a line like that and say it's going upwards. We're progressing. And this progress depends on the length of the time period that you want to look at. If you happen to look at very short periods of time and you say, let's look at this period, probably a 2-year period, from A to A+2. You'd say, my God, we're sinking, right? If you were to look at this period, another 2-period time, A+4, you would say, my God, we're getting better. Right? So it depends on the span. What if you were to look between A and A+4? What would you say? My God, we're back to where we started, right? But what if you were to look from, say, X to Z? And you look at the trend, not necessarily at the event, but at the trend that the events have marked in the society. Are we better off today than we were yesterday? Are we better off today than we were when we signed the peace accords? Are we better off between 1985 and the year 2010 than we were before 1985? I would have to say we are much better off as a society. We have solved a series of problems, we are in the process of solving another series of problems, and we have engaged in another series of problems that we never even thought would appear along the way. Is this a perfect society? By all means, no. Will we ever get to be a perfect society? By all means, no. Are we moving in the right direction of change? I would say, for the time being, it seems that we are. Is it necessary to have more changes? I would say definitely yes. Have we solved the major problems that this society started out with when we talked about the peace accords? I would have to say no. Have the peace accords served their purposes? I would have to say yes. And now, I go back to where I started. If we choose 1985, the Constitution of 1985 symbolizes a social pact that was tacitly made by different sectors of the society. And if you want, the power elite drafted in this Constitution the main accords to which they were committed. Were these enough? Were these sufficient? 10 years after that was signed in 1996, you have the peace accords. The peace accords are a revamping of the pact that was signed in 1985. It is another tacit agreement amongst a new and different power elite that had some of the old actors, but new ones. It is providing oxygen to the social pact. Everybody is talking in 2010 about the need for a constitutional reform. What everybody is saying is the Constitution is already not enough. We need a new pact. And this constitutional reform will have to come from a dialogue between other actors, new actors, that have come to fore in this period of time.